Hey everybody, Darnell Farmer here. I don't know if this is going to make it into the edit, but this is the beginning of a video that a friend of mine, Mr. Gunter, and I are going to do on making strawberry jam. Now we've made this video more than once, but I never could quite get it edited the way I want it, so we're trying it one last time. We're just going to shoot from the hip. I'm going to take a couple baskets out here and I'm going to pick up some fresh strawberries right out of the edge of the field. We're on the northeast corner of the field, and shouldn't take me very long. I'll either edit this out or I'll just cut straight through it and do like a time-lapse real quick video of me picking. So we're gonna throw a couple gallons together here, and then we're gonna prep them right in front of you guys, and we're gonna show you how to make strawberry jam, show you just how easy it is and how much fun it can be. Here we go. All right, so I'm a little out of breath, but not bad. You know, there's 2 gallons. I don't know if you can see how fast I picked them, but that was very quick. And this field right here is not super heavy loaded up with strawberries. We picked it a couple days ago. We usually let them go about 3 days before we pick them again. You know, I'm trying to do this at a rate that you can see just how quickly it can be picked. We're gonna take these fresh off the vine, grown by yours truly and the team at Darnell Farms, right over there by the river. We're gonna get a little set up by the river there, and we're gonna make some strawberry jam. So, all right, everybody. Nathan Farmer here with my good friend David Gunter, and of course we got our strawberries picked out of the field. David's going to walk us through how to make strawberry jam, okay? And the big deal with this is we're doing fresh berries right out of the field from behind us, as you saw me picking, and we got about 2 weeks until strawberry jam.
Yep.
That's our big springtime festival. What we're going to do is you come and find David and I, as long as the supplies last. We're going to both have our pockets jammed full of jam. Or we'll have it in the truck somewhere close.
We'll have it close.
You have to make, you know, we get mixed up between the jars of jam and the jars of white light, and I don't know which one's which, yeah. So, but anyway, we're gonna have a little bit around there, and you guys come find us, and we're gonna give it to you as long as we have some. So, it's in your best interest to get your butts down here and find us, watch these videos, and then share them so everybody has a chance to get some jam while we still have it. And once we're out, you're gonna have to go in the produce stand and buy you jam. So you better find us.
Yeah, you better. You just come up and say, we've seen you on YouTube.
There you go. All right.
What I like to do is on our jars, we get a good hot water bath going on here. We're going to sterilize our jars and get that done. Just to get a good little boil on there, get them good and clean, and we're done. We just leave the water like it is because we'll need it here in just a little
What size jar are we going to use today?
We're going to use a half-pint jelly jar.
Half-pint jelly jars. Get that in closer so everybody can see that, okay? I always thought these mason jars were pretty.
Yeah.
Out there, you see that little design? Got that made in the US of A on the bottom. You don't see that much anymore.
No, you don't.
So you're just going to get a good bowl going in here.
Yeah, just get them good and clean.
I'm going to pick the camera up. Try not to get dizzy, guys, okay? So I want you to see they're just the jars. No lids or anything right now. And it's just starting to get kind of ready to boil in there.
Yeah, just kind of get them. We want them good and clean, good and sterilized.
All right, we're back for a minute here. David's got me working, so I was doing too much talking. I had to help, you know, do something for a change. We were talking about this variety, guys, and David will tell me a lot of times when he gets you strawberries, you want to kind of leave them on the windowsill for a little while. That way they kind of get the sugars, get good and rich. You know, fruits and vegetables, they don't stop ripening when you pick them off the vine. They keep ripening. A lot of times their sugars will get stronger. So when you get your berries, there's nothing wrong with leaving them on the front porch. Don't put them in the refrigerator. That's what you don't want to do. Don't refrigerate them. Let them have time at room temperature to kind of really soak up all the sugars, go through the ripening process, let Mother Nature do her thing, and that'll bring up the sugar content of your jam even more. Water is starting to boil. I can hear it. All right, I hear that water starting to roll a bit. Now, how long do these jars need to roll for like that?
Just a couple, 3 minutes, not long.
Cool. All right.
They're probably good right now. They're probably hot enough to get them clean.
Nice. All right.
So we're ready for them just as soon as we get ready for everything else. We got a little bit more cooking to do.
We got 5 cups of cut berries in there, okay? I don't know if you can see them. Let's get in close here. You have to excuse my camera work, guys, all right? And again, I'm trying to do this in a way that y'all can learn as we go. You don't have to have fancy stuff. So you told me you had a cool tool to do this with. Show me that cook tool. That's a regular crushing machine.
Works real good.
All right, so am I gonna put them in there first, and you're gonna crush them in there?
No, we're gonna start getting them warm.
All right, so I'm just gonna walk us through here, guys. You're gonna go ahead and tell us all the method. We got 2 burners on this little gizmo he's got right here. He's getting her fired up. We're right now basically done. Do you pull them off the water, or leave them going the whole time?
We can cut that down right
Cut that way down. We don't. Once they've boiled, they're good now.
They're good.
Leave them out hot water, okay? Now.
All right, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put all these berries in a big pot. Because you'll need a pretty good sized pot when you do this. So what we do is put them on there, but we need a pretty low heat. We don't want a real high heat because you don't want them to burn. So if we burn them, might as well dump them, start all over again.
A nice, easy, low heat. Okay, gotcha.
While we're doing this, let's get our sugar ready to go into the pot.
All right, so how do we do that?
So what we need on our list, you go back to your list, go to your strawberries. You said we need 7 cups of sugar. That sounds like a lot of sugar.
It sounds like a lot of sugar.
That sounds like a lot of sugar, but I'll tell you what, it ain't bad when you get ready to do it. So it makes it easy.
Well, I like sugar. My belly don't like it too much, but I like it. We're gonna cut the camera down where you can see what you're doing. So get your sugar ready. Here we go.
All right.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup here. Okay.
All right.
All right, we got something for worm food out here. If you got a compost heap, this is good for that too.
Oh, save them right there for the best thing. The chickens. If you got chickens, they love them.
Chickens love the top.
Yeah.
Heck, I'm gonna save them for my chickens then. Hell, all right, we'll throw them away then. All right, let's get you some room to work here. What happens if you feel like you ain't got enough berries? Can you add any to it?
Yeah, you can add a few into it. I wouldn't really vary a whole lot from because they got these recipes down pretty good.
Gotcha. All right.
So I wouldn't vary a whole lot. If you wanted to add a couple, another few in there, well, I probably wouldn't hurt nothing. It depends on how ripe they are too, and how mushy they are.
Oh yeah. All right, so this is full disclosure, all transparency. I had to run out in the middle of the field, right in the middle of that video, and change the irrigation over because I'm not only are we doing strawberry cooking over here, I'm doing strawberry growing as we speak. Out in the field, I've got irrigation and fertilizer going out there, so y'all getting a little bit of everything. So while I was out there, David went ahead and got the strawberries in the pot and used this little special tool there.
Yeah, this really works good. You want them kind of chopped up and crushed. And you can see that what it looked like there a while ago. And
you were on a pretty low heat. That took him all.
You don't want a hot heat.
That took 5 minutes to do that. That's all it took. Boom, done.
Yeah, because you get it too hot, you scorch them, and then you might as well just throw them away and start all over.
So take your time.
Yeah, wasting your time.
You got to do it your country way. You can't get in a big hurry. Don't be like Nate Darnell running 100 mile an hour where you go. Okay, that's certainly don't do much good psychologically, but by golly, we are having fun here. So our jars, we've got the heat turned way down on them.
They're ready to go.
They're ready. We've got our strawberries cooking down. Now, how far do you want to go? Is there a particular spot you like? You get to where you just want, where you feel good?
Well, that's when I feel like they done good, crushed, and we'll start adding other ingredients in and getting that ready to go.
All right. So after we've got these strawberries where you like them, what's the next ingredient?
We'll put a little bit of butter.
A little bit of butter.
And our pectin.
Our pectin.
Sugar gel.
So our sugar sounds like it's the last thing.
The last thing we put in.
Is there a particular reason, or just the way the directions tell you?
The way they say, and I tell you what, strawberries is really, really hard. Now peaches works real good for gelling up, just like jelly or jam, making. Sometimes strawberries is a little aggravating to do that, so you got to follow the directions pretty close. Gotcha.
All right, you hear that, folks? Follow your directions. All right. I can't get over how pretty that is. Lord have mercy, that looks good, dude. It's the only problem with doing videos is that y'all can't smell that. It's the prettiest, most rich strawberry smell coming out of that pot. I'm half waiting for them youngins having their birthday party over here to start wafting over here, wanting some jam or something. All right, guys.
We're up to this stage right now. It's bubbling a little bit. We still want to make sure it's stirred good. Don't want to stick. Don't want to get scorched.
So you got your pectin, and we're going butter or pectin first?
We'll do it a little bit pectin first.
Pectin first, okay, cool.
All right, we're going to stir the lid off. And what we're going to do is just stick that in there.
All right, that's our pectin. I'm going to show everybody that. Hold on, folks. Here we go. There's our pectin in there.
We're going to start stirring that up. And what we want to do when we get this in there, we're going to put about a half a teaspoon of butter in there. So
that's just old Amish butter right out of the produce stand down here, folks.
That's what it is. About that much will be fine.
There you go. There's your butter in.
Now what that butter does.
Here, let me get you.
Okay, well, that's what the butter is. is when you're starting it, it'll make a froth on top of it, like look like suds or something. You know, the froth come up on top. It keeps it from doing that where you don't have to peel it off.
So there's a froth that comes up, and you got to kind of peel it off unless you use the butter, which that keeps your froth down.
Yeah, it keeps it down.
All right then. All right. So go to work. Get that thing mixed in. So you got your pectin and your butter in there, guys.
Yeah, it's already starting to change texture already.
Look at it. It looks like jam now.
Yeah.
That's wild. That pectin went to work quick.
Yeah. Now the next step, what we're going to do when this we kind of want a little bit of a boil to it.
You got to be real careful with that heat, okay? Take your time. Do not get in a hurry. Now, tell me the truth. Have you ever messed a batch or two up in your day? So if you don't have success immediately, do not get down in the dumps, okay? It takes a little bit of practice.
All right, once it starts bubbling like this, you can see it bubbling a little bit. We want to let it bubble for about a minute.
Let's let them see the bubble. Here we go. Let them see that thing bubble.
For about a minute, get that pectin good.
Let her sit for a minute. I want to see that bubble.
Then after that, we're going to start laying the sugar to it, and then it's really going to change.
All right. You can see it, but he had a big old grin on his face. I think he likes doing this for a living. Yeah, you're gonna have to become a regular jam video expert. We're gonna get you one of them cameras that they put in the kitchen.
Oh, I know a lot. I know how to make. We can make a lot of stuff.
I know we talked about it before. I mean, bless his heart. Y'all don't know in the video, but Gunter's got to deal with this farmer out here, and I'm running literally a mile a minute everywhere I go. I got strawberries being fertilized and irrigated. I got youngins. I got tractor got to be fixed. He came out here a little while ago. I'm behind my truck hooking up my air compressor. Because we get a flat tire on a tractor about every 10 minutes down here. So this stuff is, we wanted to do this out here so you guys can appreciate what it's really like on the farm. So now you got your sugar. How much sugar?
Oh, we got 7 cups of sugar.
7 cups of sugar. I want to show them the sugar. We're going to get right. And after you go. Here we go.
Start getting that in there and it'll cool it down just a little bit.
The sugar cooler down. You got just what's left there. Now, tell me one more time exactly. 7 cups of sugar?
7 cups of sugar.
7 cups of sugar.
And then what we don't do when we get it all incorporated good, we want to let it boil for a minute and then take it off the heat or cut the heat off.
All right, so let it boil for just a minute. And I know that when you start boiling sugar, you can get some.
Look how red it turns.
I mean, you can get, yeah, it's amazing. Now, when them strawberries, I was talking, that variety right there, that variety kind of has a white meat. It didn't take but a little bit of time cooking that pectin and that butter and sugar, and it turned the prettiest jam color I've ever seen.
Well, I tell you what, if you want to come up and get you a gallon of straw, it makes the best Christmas present you ever had this coming Christmas.
Well, did you ever put like the piece of tablecloth
yeah,
on? Yeah, that was a big deal.
So what we want to do, we want to let this come back to a boil.
Okay.
Then we're going to let it boil for another minute, and then we're done.
So we're going to come back to a boil for about a minute, and we are done. Now, how quick? You got to get that off the heat fast after that, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to bring you guys in a little closer so you can see us do some work. All right, she's starting to boil. You said about a minute on the boil, huh?
That's about all we want, but it's about a minute.
I want y'all to see that thing boil so we know what to look for, okay? Get my big shadow out of there.
It's already getting a little thick.
Lord, that's pretty.
So once it starts doing, just kind of keep stirred. You'll be fine.
But you're saying that froth you see right there, there'd be a lot more of that without the butter, right?
Yeah, it'd be a lot more, and it'd be more white.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, there is not. Every time you stir it, it kind of goes away.
Yeah. So what we'll do, we got, about 30 more seconds?
30 more seconds.
To go, and then we'll take it off the heat, and then we'll start putting it in our jars. All right, I think we're right now done.
All right, look at that. Coming off of there. Look at that bowl. He's right now done. He's got him a little thing right here to put it on. There it is. We're off the heat. Now, how quickly we need to get in the jar? As fast as we possibly can?
Yeah,
no crazy rush.
It'll stay hot pretty good while, so we really ain't have a big crazy doing it.
So we've got time. All right, you got your jars coming out now, right?
Yeah, we got our jars.
You dipped them out.
Warm.
Pretty warm.
But they won't, I mean, as soon as they hit a little cooler, they'll start cooling down pretty good.
All right, so you can tell it's already starting to cool down in there. It's amazing how much that's thickened up, how that rich red color has come out. And again, you can't smell it, but it's just a rich strawberry smell everywhere around right now. We're gonna set the camera down. Gunter's gonna get all the jars out, and then we're gonna show you how we get it in the jar, get it sealed properly, a couple little steps you gotta watch out for, and then, basically get them properly sealed, and we're done, baby. Tell us what to do next there.
All right, we got our jam ready to go in the jars. What we're gonna do, I didn't bring my funnel, so we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way, do it the best way we can.
Dip her right in.
Dip her right in there.
It's pretty hot though, ain't it? You might want to.
It's warm.
All right, so just be careful when you pour it in there. Don't burn your finger.
So what we want to do, you see the rings on this thing? You want to bring it up just about the top of that bottom ring right there.
Right there.
Yeah, right there.
That bottom solid ring.
About right for your head space and all that. we're gonna just set that down because we need to clean that just in a minute.
Okay, so don't go throwing your lid on right off the bat because you have to get that material off of there. We're gonna use white vinegar today.
We're just gonna use some hot water.
We use hot water. You can use white vinegar sometimes.
White vinegar, hot water, either one.
Hot water. You want to get all your material off the top of that ring so that when you put your rubber seal from the top of your...
so it'll make a good seal. You see that? They don't have no white throw. That's what that butter's for. Because if we didn't put the butter in, it would have a white coating over top of it.
Well, I know this much. That's
pretty, ain't it?
Pretty. I mean, I hope the video is really doing it justice, guys. That is the most beautiful, shiny, just... I mean, it's hard to describe. Anyway, it's thick and warm right now. But it's gonna get really thick and get that good jam texture to it once it cools off. But it's gonna take a little bit of time. I mean, the biggest
take up 24 hours.
The longest time is getting it sealed up and getting it cooled off. So, I mean, it tastes delicious, but I ain't gonna be sticking my dirty old hands in it right now because you don't want fertilizer and old mud and dirt from the field in your jam. I want to give you a good example of how many jars you get for how much strawberries we brought. We literally just barely put together about a half of a basket right there.
Really good. You know, if you like something homemade for Christmas, it makes a wonderful Christmas present.
Oh, really? All right, he's dipping down in that hot water there. He's wiping off all that extra jam.
That's why we need a funnel. So, I mean, I forgot the funnel this morning.
Well, you're not always going to have the tools you need. I mean, sometimes you just got to make do. So he's taking out real hot water there on that cloth, and he's just wiping the ring off, okay?
You're wiping the top of it, make sure ain't nothing on it.
You don't want no junk, no sugar, no seeds, nothing to disrupt that seal right there. Now watch as he puts it on. Show it real slow. There you go. You going, how tight you tightening it up?
Just hand tight. Just hand tight.
Just hand tight. You ain't got to wrench down on it because the hot water bath is going to seal up your jars, okay? All right, we're going to get the rest of these sealed up. We'll come back and show you how to do the hot water bath.
All right, we're at our last step on this stuff. What we're going to do is do a water bath to them right quick.
Water bath. I'm going to bring you in so you can see.
Now, so be easy.
Yeah, be easy. Don't drop them too hard. They make a set of tongs. We were just talking.
I didn't bring them.
Well, that's all right. You ain't always going to have the equipment you need. Sometimes you got to make do. Now, how much? Are you going to go to a full boil on that?
Yeah, we're going to go to a good boil on that.
So you turn your heat back up on your fire there. He's easing them in.
All right, there they is.
There they are. How many did we get? 7.
7. So we're going to have 7 jars come strawberry jam. You just come find us and we'll give you a jar.
For a lucky 7 out there, you're going to get a jar of jam. We're going to bring that to a boil.
For about 5 minutes. Good rolling boil, 5 minutes. Shut it off, take it off the heat.
Rolling boil for 5 minutes. Shut off the heat, take the pot off. Then, do we leave them in the water or we take them out?
Well, we need to take them out. But
all right, so once you're done.
We'll do the best we can.
So once it's hot, well, we'll get a pair of channel locks out of the toolbox over to grab them.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, so we've had 5 minutes of boil. You just cut the heat down. What's next?
All right, we're going to take it off the heat. Now we got to get them out of there.
All right, now normally you said you'd have a pair of like a special tongs to get them. You want me to get you a set of pliers out of the truck?
That'll work good.
All right, what we're going to do is I'm going to go over to my truck right here. You're going to see some legitimate farming going on here. I'm going to go right over to the truck. The back seat.
We're going to do it redneck style.
We're going to redneck it for sure. Look right here. I got you a beautiful set of channel locks right there. Look at that.
Oh, that'll work wonderful.
Oh, Lord, you can set them right where you want it. Biggest deal is don't blister yourself, okay? I don't think Mama's going to like that for Mother's Day. You're going to set it up there, make it the right width. See that right there? All you got to do is set them out. Nothing fancy. Bingo. Y'all see that?
They work better than my tongs do.
Yeah, see?
All right, we got that out. 7 beautiful jars. And we're just going to let them set there until they cool plumb down.
How long does it take? You said about 24 hours?
Well, you need to let them set for, don't shake them or do nothing like that.
Leave them alone.
Set and be pretty, and they'll firm right up. Now, they're already doing a pretty good job by themselves right now.
So this is a story that you told me years ago. I'm going to set the camera down. This is going to be the last little bit of the video, so y'all better pay attention, okay? This is my favorite part of this. All right, now, tell me what your mama used to do. So when you were doing stuff like this.
Yeah, we were doing canning. Didn't matter if it was beans, whatever, tomatoes, jam. She'd have it sitting on the table, and, and everything would be done. She'd have the mess cleaned up. We'd all go in there, and she'd have a cup of coffee, whatever. And one of them tops would go pop. Woo, there went one. 2 more to go.
I mean, you told me that the first time, and I love that story because, I mean, you got to appreciate folks in the mountains, living sometimes around here is hard.
Yeah, this is hard work.
It's
you
hard.
know.
Living sometimes hard. You got to learn to take the little blessings. You know, and
Yep.
when you worked in the garden and you raised you some strawberries and you put them up, and you went through all the processes. You had to get in the car and go for the big journey off of Milwaukee all the way down to the A&P or whatever
Yeah.
it was, and get you some pectin and some sugar. You know, to get back home and get all that done, that was quite a feat. And I'm lucky to have someone like you out here teaching me how to do it, Gunter. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. That's fun.
And we're going to tell you one more time. Come out to Strawberry Jam. There are lucky 7 jars, half pint,
That's fine.
strawberry jam made with strawberries. And I picked this morning. They're going to put all that hard love and that hard knowledge and that hard work into. We'll have it out there for you. The first 7 people that come and find Gunter and myself.
We're going to get you a jar of jelly, and we'll sign it for you, too.
That's right. Yeah, you going to sign it?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
Lord. Yeah, famous. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Like these videos, subscribe to them. All the stuff that everybody says on there. I'm no influencer. We farm for a living. Gunter's an old working man. We just do this stuff for fun. We want you guys to enjoy yourself. Be kind to your neighbor. Take care of each other. Get out in the dirt and play a little bit.
Yep.
And have you a little bit of
fun.
strawberry jam. All right. See you.
Bye-bye.